I'm one of the few people who actually enjoys the cold and dark, snowy season, so I am super excited. So today's topic's a little bit more theoretical and philosophical than I normally speak about, but I still think this is highly applicable to real life. So we all have that one friend who refuses to listen to reason and logic and will just forever hold horribly wrong opinions about things. And maybe that friend is you, but we all know that friend, right? So today we're going to talk about why it's so hard to change someone's mind, or at least my understanding as to why it's so difficult to change people's opinions on things. So to start, what exactly even is an opinion? So the dictionary defines it as a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based in fact or knowledge. This is an interesting definition because it says it's not based in fact or reason. So then what is it based in? I think it would be helpful to think of an opinion as sort of a sub-personality. We know from psychology that it's far more likely that humans are made up of sort of a collective of sub-personalities than it is that we are just made up of one single personality. And this way of thinking really starts to reveal already why people are so resistant to change, because it defines an opinion as part of them instead of something that we have. So now that we have a loose idea of what an opinion can be conceptualized as, why is it so difficult to change? I think this question has some deep roots into biology and the way our neurochemistry works. So stay with me for a moment. I promise this will circle back and connect with our topic. In primitive times, we would often fight each other to figure out who was stronger. And then we would use this information to organize our society in a hierarchical structure. So then you could think of serotonin as the leadership chemical or the hierarchy chemical. When we feel respected by those around us, we have serotonin flowing through our veins, and when we aren't feeling respected or we lose a fight, we experience a low. Now, to tie this back to today, humans don't typically duel each other super commonly. So debates and arguments have taken that place, but chemically they work very much the same, and there's a good reason for that. The best ideas will rise to the top, which means implementing them into society becomes much easier. However, we still feel the ups and downs of serotonin as we win and lose debates. But it doesn't end there. Remember, we defined an opinion as a sub-personality. So the losing of a debate essentially equates to the killing off of that sub-personality, which is certainly not a pleasant experience. The larger this personality is, the more painful it is when it dies. And if that personality is large enough, it can even throw us into an existential crisis as a fundamental piece of us becomes upset and we have to start to reevaluate some of the fundamental opinions that we operate on. Now, with any luck, we rebuild that personality with our newfound knowledge, and we come out the other side as an improved human, but that doesn't necessarily make the whole process any easier. So I think this idea really demonstrates how deeply ingrained an opinion can be to who we are, and then why it's so difficult to change that. I hope this allows you to be a little bit more compassionate towards people who are resistant to changing their mind. This is obviously a very painful and scary process that no one is above. I do, however, think that having an awareness of this pattern will make it a little bit easier for you to potentially accept new ideas and opinions on things. So the next time you try to change your friend's mind, I hope you keep this video in mind, and maybe consider the possibility that it's actually you who is the one who is so resistant to changing your mind, and not your friend.